What's up guys, Sand Legend here, back again with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and in today's video we'll be going over the teams that I've made to take on the new Kizuna Clash Gold D Roger. So Gold D Roger's out, guys start following up the Super Boss tokens, take on the Super Boss, which I will be doing in a separate video from this after I make this video here. Now, I was trying to make a one for all team, but I just couldn't think of anything for some reason. I don't know why, my mind just seems very kaput right now. If I ever do think of any teams, I probably will make a video on them, but as of right now I don't have any prepared right now. So we're just going to be looking at the free-to-play and pay-to-win teams that I've made for this Kizuna Clash here. I think in the team prep video I did make a strength team for the DEX Variation, but I did change it up a bit for this video, so you'll see that in the video when we get to that. So without any further ado, let's get started. Starting off here, we're going to be looking at the quick variation. So I've already went over all these gimmicks here, so I'm really just going to be explaining the team here. So we have the same team I did in the team prep here. We're going to be using the buggy, the Kizuna unit buggy here to get rid of the despair for us and give us a full border matching slots. And now that I've tested out the team, I can confirm that just a Silver Mass Special will actually be able to give you enough damage to get through that second stage. So if you use the Silver Mass Special here, you get the chain boost, then you just gotta hit your 3 perfects to get the bigger chain boost in the next stage. It does help though that Odin and the Luffy are boosted in this event, so they have a lot more damage output than the other units. Stage 3, we're still going to be using the specials and super special of the Luffy to get rid of our cooldowns for us. We're also going to be using the Nami Robin unit to get rid of the paralysis for us, and this doesn't work after you reach that certain Kizuna level because they do get rid of 6 turns of paralysis here. The Luffy Ace unit are going to be used to give us the 2 times attack boost and a 1.75 color affinity boost, and along with the Luffy giving us the ore boost and the base attack boost. This is this is a lot of damage to be doing this Kizuna boss as for a free-to-play team anyway. So this should be lasting us quite a while here. Alright guys, so the next team we're going to be looking at here is the strength, the DEX Variation with our strength team here. Now, this is a very different team from what I used in the prep video. I'm actually using the Marco Ace Kizuna unit as our captain here, and Rebecca's going to be a crewmate here. And as you can see, I've also, I'm pretty sure I've added the buggy in there too. If not, then I just switched up the Marco Ace with somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but that's what I switched out with for the captain spot. And I'm going to be using Boa, the wifey trio, as our captain here, or as our friend captain, because they do give us the good super type color affinity thing, and they also give us the, I think it's a 2-point-something color affinity boost for free spirit distractor units, which all these units are. And then all of our other units are going to be used just to give us enough damage to get through both stage 2 and stage 3. As you can see here, I'm going to be using the Rebecca to get through stage 2 because we are at full health for one thing, so we actually do get a conditional boost against Gabon here with the defense down and the chain boost. This is just an easy win right here. In stage 3, we're going to be using the Marco, the Luffy, the Buggy, and the Barto just to give us enough damage and then get rid of all these debuffs with the attack down and everything. And this should really be enough damage for a pretty long while in this Kizuna. Now here we are with the last free-to-play team here. Is going to be the Psy team versus the INT Variation here. Now I actually did make a mistake in this video. You'll see in a minute when I get to the third stage. I actually did make a mistake in a special order. So in stage 2, what we're going to be doing, or stage 1 really, we're going to be using the Luffy special like I described in the team prep. We get the attack boost for 3 turns, so we're going to carry that into the next stage so we don't accidentally get a lower attack boost on the last stage. So with that, we got the 1.75 attack boost from Luffy, and we're going to get the chain lock from Katakuri on stage 2, and also an orb boost from Nami and Sanji on stage 2 to help us get to that stage a little easier. Now when I get to stage 3, I actually make a mistake in activating Zoro's special before I activate Big Mom Super Type, because Big Mom Super Type gives your Psy units a 2.5 attack boost, while Zoro's special gives your team, I think it's a 1. It's a very low orb boost. I think it's a 1.5, not orb boost, attack boost. A 1.5 attack boost, which is really low and not useful for this team to last long. So just make sure you're activating Big Mom Super Type special first before you activate Zoro's special at all. And as you can see, we're also going to use the Jinbei here for the color fury, and Big Mom special is going to be used for the orb boost here. And the editor damage is just from Big Mom herself, so you don't have to bring anyone to do editor damage if you have her as a friend captain. When I was looking at my list, I saw that I only had 2 Big Moms as a friend captain, so it may be useful to run the Dreadnought Saber ship to get rid of the resilience and just find some other way to get the other boosts, which I think the only boost you need is an attack boost. So you can either use Luffy on stage 2, or you can find another one. Maybe Roger is pretty good. Just go through your box, go through your friend captain, see who you can use as your captain here for this team if you don't have any friend captain Big Moms. Starting off with the pay-to-win teams, we're going to be using the Straw Hat Pirates and a Super Titan Luffy. Now, if you actually look at this team build, I actually have 2 orb boosters on this team, which is going to be the Ace Sabo and the Luffy. This team was actually made to specifically work with the Whitebeard, the Kizuna Rare Recruit Whitebeard unit. But I realized when I looked at my box that I didn't have any active at the time. So I had to improvise here. I didn't change the team whatsoever. This is the exact team. This works with the Super Titan Luffy, as you'll see in a minute. This works with the Kizuna Rare Recruit Whitebeard if you have him as your friend captain. So the way it was supposed to work was that basically you get like all these boosts active. On stage 2, you activate Sabo Ace to get the special out to give your crew a 3-turn orb boost. It's going to be Rainbow Orb Boost because you're using Straw Hats as the captain here. So you get that for 3 turns and it carries into the next stage, so you're able to orb boost in that stage. Unfortunately, you don't get their soft ability. I realized that when I was test playing them. When I was running this team here, I realized that the Ace Sabo don't get their super switch reduced if you have Ace up and not Sabo. So luckily we have the Pirate Umble Kizaru to give us a color fury boost and a chain boost on stage 3. So that was really lucky for us. And as like I said, we're gonna be using the Whitebeard with this team. I kind of don't remember why the Dog Storm is on here, but the law does give us the attack boost and the 1.5 increased damage taken through immunity on the enemy. So that's pretty good with them. And then we're going to be using the Straw Hat Pirates to give us the rainbow slot, so we have a full board of magic orbs. So that's how this team is supposed to run, and then we use the Whitebeard for the chain boundary effect. That's really how the team is supposed to run, but as you can see, we just used the Super Type Luffy here, the Super Tandem Luffy here, instead of the Whitebeard, because I just didn't have any friend captains for Whitebeard, and it still worked out just fine. Alright, so moving on to the next pay-to-win team, we're going to be looking at a V2 Snakeman and Yamato Ace team. Now, this team was also semi-built to work with the Kizuna Whitebeard too, because as you can see, if we did have him on the team, we'd have everything but the chain boundary, so that's why we have the attack boost from the Ace, we have the orb boost from Snakeman, chain boost from Yamato and Wano slots, and a base attack boost from the Boa specials. All we needed was the chain boundary effect here, which luckily Yamato and Ace actually do with their switch ability. So on stage 2, we're going to be looking at the defense up, which Usohachi does get rid of for us. And then we're going to use V2 Snakeman's super type to give us a 2-type attack boost so we can easily get through that stage. Now on stage 3, we're going to be using the switch effect of Yamato and Ace to give us the chain boundary effect and to burn enemies through immunity. And that's really useful because their special actually does give a conditional boost when it's at the max cooldown or whatever. It gives us the conditional boost against burned enemies. And they also give a 2+7 attack boost, which is pretty good. The Ace and the Boa are also here not only for the boost, but because they get rid of attack down by a total of, I think it's like 11 turns, which is pretty good because after you get a certain Kizuna level, you get 10 turns of attack down, which is ridiculous. And so we're going to be using them to get rid of the attack down for us. And then the Yamato's going to be using one of those slots for chain boost. Like I said, this team it's going to last quite a while. I think it may last a little longer if I had the Whitebeard with me. But as we see in the next video, I actually did manage to pull him. I'm using him as a friend captain on that team there just to show you what it would be like to not have the Whitebeard, so you make a team if you don't have Whitebeard at all. Alright, now for the last team in this video, we're going to be looking at a V2 Odin and a Kizuna Rare Recruit Whitebeard team. So the way this team works is that on stage 5, we're going to be dealing with the special bind by using Garp there. He gives rid of 7 turns of it, and he does give us a chain lock, and he does a health cut. Luckily for us, stage 2 doesn't really do any normal attacks only, so we're able to cut down the enemy if we want to. And that should really get us to stage 2. Stage 3, we're going to be using I'm thinking about the Field team. We're going to be using the Whitebeard to get rid of the threshold for us. He gives us 6 turns of it, so it's pretty good for us. We're going to be using Law Special to actually give us all 3 of a color affinity boost, which is going to be the support that's on him, which is the Treasure Map Vivi, I think it is, from a Rare Recruit pull some time ago. She gives us the color affinity boost for free spirit characters, and his Law Special actually does give us the Orb boost and a Chain Boundary effect. The Whitebeard gives us 2, but that was only just in case I wasn't able to get it off for some reason. So with all that, we actually have a bunch of boosts active just with Law alone. Odin's there because he actually does give us an attack boost if we already have a color affinity boost active. So if we use Law first with the Vivi special, with the Vivi support, then you get the attack boost from Odin. Yamato's there to give us Wano slots after we use Law special because he gives us a bunch of matching slots. And then we can use those to change into Wano slots with Yamato, while also getting us a 1.2 chain boost. The Raizo is actually there to get around the resilience buff. So he actually does initial damage, so that's pretty good for getting around the resilience buff, so we don't actually have to get rid of it. And that's really it for all the teams here. So like I said, I will be posting Super Boss teams in a later video, so if you guys enjoyed today's video, I hope you did. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and we'll help the channel out. And I will see you guys in the next video.